Kibber Hashiv and Chew. Ishmisha Wilma.
Don't press anything. Ishmisha Karen. And I'm going to go through the colours that we have in the Cree or clay. We have purple here, which is purple, pink, which is pink, yellow, which is booyah, grey, which is Leah, white, which is Gial, green, which is Uanya, orange, and a blue, which is Gorum. Hope I've got those right.
We probably haven't, but the kids will fix us and sort us out with that one, no problem, I'm sure.
Okay, very good. Here is the pack of clay you'll find in your gift pack and the modelling tools. Other things that we may need are some baking paper, which is good to put on top of your table in case it sticks to a precious table mat. Some cling film. If you haven't finished your work overnight, it's good to have some of that to cover it up, to stop it drying up too much. A couple of pieces of cardboard, perhaps an old cardboard box that you can cut up, not too spongy so that you can roll your clay out to an even length. An old kitchen knife is also very useful. And these are the modelling tools. We have a flat tipped tool that's got a round end to it. You can use both ends of those. You've got a pointy tool and a curved rounded tip tool. One that's like a plastic knife with a serrated edge, and which could help you to cut the clay with an interesting edge as against your kitchen knife. In your pack you have some little packets of clay. Now when you open these up, these may be quite firm. So we've done some experiments with this, and we find that if you leave it sitting in the sun, if that's possible, or on top of a radiator, you can soften it up. So when it comes out the pack, it's like this. This is a bit of a pack that I opened earlier, and it's sort of quite crumbly and hard. But if you put this in your hand for a while and warm it up, or if you leave these little packs on top of a radiator just for an hour, maybe before you start, it may be a bit soft. It does take a bit of working up to get it going, but if I put this to one side and I show you that what you can do is great if you roll it. It's good exercise for your hands while you're doing this. So if you roll it, as I say, it gets a bit crumbly, but after a few minutes, it gets softer and easier to roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a marbled version of the clay, which needs to have 2 sausages. So choose the colours that you like, and what I have done is I have chosen this bright turquoise and this pink. So what I'm going to do is going to make a mixture of those together. Right, so once I get this softened into a roll, and you have to hold on to your greaseproof paper while you're doing that.
Or you could tape it down onto the table.
Yeah, you could tape it down. Thank you. Thank you, Wilma. That's great.
My pleasure.
2 heads are much better than one, aren't they? So I'm going to soften this one up now. You already softened one up for me, didn't you? You softened up the green.
Green, wrong one.
Yeah, I picked up the wrong one. Shall I leave that? Here's one that's already been softened by Wilma for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll that one out. So say this takes a good time to do it. Okay, there we go. Now I know what Jamie Oliver feels like when he's cooking in front of me. So, okay, so once the sausages are very nearly the same length, what you do is you wind them together. So if you wind them together, twist them together like this, okay? Okay, and then do the sausage thing again. Yeah, and squash them together, and you're getting a twisty sausage with. So it doesn't need. The more uneven it is, the more interesting it's going to be when you roll it out. Okay. So once it's about, I don't know, about the width of your finger wide. Then twist it again. Twist it and twist it and twist it. Do you want to do a close-up and show?
Okay.
There we are. So twisting it like that. Okay. And then roll it again. And you're getting more of a stripy finish. Okay, like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save half of this for later because I might want to use it, add another colour to it, or use it for a different project. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to roll it out so it's thinner than it was before. So it's half the width of my finger. Okay, your fingers will be smaller than mine, so I'll leave you to judge that. Okay, that's it. It's a good workout. I think I'm going to need a cup of tea after this. So, and then what I've done is I make it into a coil. Okay, now you can twist it as you're doing that, and so you can get contrasting colours next to each other. And then the other useful piece of equipment, which I didn't mention, is a rolling pin. An old rolling pin, but it does clean up after a while because they're made of fairly hard wood. So, and then you roll it out. And you've got a patchy mixture of colours. So what I can do is I can then take my two pieces of cardboard, which are fairly thick. I think they're probably about 2 millimeters in thickness. And then I will roll and roll and roll, and you get a nice, even piece of clay. Yeah,
That looks lovely.
yes, and I think now we can start to think about making it into other things. So we have here a selection of shells that we've collected from the beach. Now we've put a small selection of shells in your kit and hope that you might be inspired to go beach combing or having a look at what you can find on the beach. We have put in the pack a selection of photographs of things that we have found on the beach, and in addition to your pack of shells. Okay, right, next stage. Yep.
Olivia.